I can feel the lightning. I don't actually see lightning, but I'm clearly on fire and I hear it. So that can never be good. Hey guys, it's Pat, and today we're going to be doing another mod showcase. And we're going to take a look at the Tragic Minecraft mod once again. I know last time I went over all the bosses. Today, we're going to go over all the different mobs, and there are a ton, as you can see right here. Every single one of these chests has a mob egg in it. And also, we're going to go over the different weapons and armor too. So let's get started. So the first one is the Lava Golem. He puts slowness on you, lights you on fire, and knocks you back. And if you remember from the last review, a lot of this stuff was very difficult, and some of the normal mobs are too. I do like that they have effects. I mean, some mobs just, punch you in the head, and, it's kind of boring. These guys light you on fire, knock you all over the place. It's pretty cool. For today's review, I actually made a small arena. I knew we'd be doing lots of fighting, so I thought it'd be cool. And I put up this obsidian wall to protect my chests. I know in the last review, we had a little accident. It's not going to happen again, guys. I am not going to allow it. Probably gonna get blown up somehow or something. But anyways, here we go. Lava Golem. He's got 100 health, and I did put on pretty good gear because I want to actually be able to show you guys their effects. And he knocked me back right there. Please light me on fire. Thank you so much. All right. So he's got 100 health. You want to kill him quick. The dude is kind of powerful for a normal mob. He lights you on fire and has 100 health, which is a lot. So you need some pretty good gear. The second mob is the Hellhound. He leaps at you and he lights you on fire. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun getting lit on fire. But so far, so good. No chests are broken or signs knocked off. All right, here we go. Hellhound. He's got 15 health. You can see he's really quick. Very quick. I'm on fire. I'm nowhere near the arena. I can't even hit him. Here we go. This dude is tough. All right, come on. There we go. That was ridiculous. So yeah, he actually has a very long range. I could tell from that fight. He can hit you from pretty far away, so I'd recommend some type of ranged weapon, but keep in mind he'll probably just leap at your face. This mod actually has a bunch of wisps in it. Some of them shoot fireballs at you and light you on fire if you touch them, but they're all a little bit different depending on what kind they are. This one is the normal wisp, cold wisp, warm wisp, nether wisp, and bubble wisp. Alright, so we're going to grab all these. You're probably going to want some type of fire resistance potion when fighting them. You don't want to get lit on fire too much. This is the normal one. It's got 25 health. Definitely looks like it will light you on fire. Yep, it is shooting fireballs at me right now, so I'm going to kill this. Gotta be very careful here. And it's dead. So yeah, fire resistance is going to be your best friend when you see wisps floating around. Alright, the next one, the cold wisp. This one has 10 health, and I imagine doesn't light you on fire if touching it, but it does shoot fireballs at you, as you can see right here. So pretty cool. And this one, the warm wisp. Once again, probably is going to light you on fire. It's got 15 health. And here we go. Yeah, it's shooting a lot of fireballs at me. And I got it there. So the next one, we'll go with the bubble wisp. I don't think this one shoots fire at you or even hurts you. It's got 10 health. Yeah, it kind of just stands there. So this one is fairly safe to fight. You'll probably be alright. And it actually drops some bubbles. And these are used in a lot of the crafting recipes, so it's pretty important. Alright, the nether wisp. Last one. 35 health. If I'd guess probably the hardest one. Alright, here we go. It's got 35 health, and yeah, it's shooting a lot of fireballs at me right now. Yeah, some of these mobs are pretty challenging, especially if you don't have good gear on. You can easily, get annihilated. And it has dropped a wisp flame, which is used for some crafting recipes. The next mob is the Abomination. It hits you into the air. And yeah, that just sounds scary. Abomination. So I'll grab this dude, and we'll fight him. Come on, Abomination. How hard can you be? I'm gonna get, thrown into this guy. Alright, here we go. So this dude has 40 hit points. Doesn't seem to be aggressive unless you attack him, and looks just like that boss we fought. Alright, here he goes. I've aggroed him. And yeah, he hits me a little bit into the air, but not enough to actually give me fall damage, so he's not really too bad. And you can see he dropped some raw fish right there. The next one is the Lightning Guardian, and of course shoots lightning at you. I mean, that is gonna be scary. Alright, here we go. Lightning Guardian. And I think there's another Guardian after this one too. And they're pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Lightning Guardian. Yep. I can feel the lightning. I don't actually see lightning, but I'm clearly on fire and I hear it. So that can never be good. Alright, it's got 48 health and has a funny looking face. Alright, die, bro. It even has regeneration on. Alright. We have killed it. I didn't see any lightning coming down from the sky, but I definitely took some serious damage there. The next one is the Gravity Guardian. He hits you into the air and he puts slowness on you. He like affects gravity. Alright, here we go, Gravity Guardian. I killed the last one. You probably look the same. Alright, yeah, it looks pretty much the same. It's got 70 health. That is really high into the air. That is really high. I'm leaving. I'm leaving before I'm killed. To the water where it's safe. So yeah, this one, be very careful. I'd recommend, you know, feather falling on your boots or something like that. Because that is freaking scary. So guys, to prevent instant death, I am just going to kill it. And yeah, I have slowness on me now. So this dude is actually pretty hard. You gotta be careful. He knocks you really high into the air, and that's gonna do a lot of damage if you don't have a way to protect from it. The next mob is the Archangel, and this one shoots fireballs at you. I gave myself a bow because I have a feeling it's gonna fly away. I saw a bunch of these like flying around before, but we'll see. I might be able to hit it with my sword anyway. Archangel has 50 health. Definitely need a bow. Oh god, there we go. So it's kind of like a ghast, and it's so high in the air right now, and it's much smaller than a ghast. Keep in mind, when you fight a ghast, it's really easy to hit because, you know, it's so large. Alright, I got hit off right there. So this one can be pretty challenging. It's kind of standing still right now, so I think I'm going to be able to kill it. Stop moving. This is actually hard to do. If it moves around like that and gets really far away, it is going to be a struggle to battle. Seems kind of inaccurate, though. And is really high into the sky now. I think I'm just going to go up there and kill it. It's like flying away. Clearly, the Archangel was scared and tried to run away, so I am going to finish it off right now. And it actually dropped some stuff. Let's see what it dropped here. All the way at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, it dropped a couple diamonds. So very useful to fight those. You can definitely get yourself some diamonds. The next mob is actually the same name as the creator's name on the Minecraft forums. TragicMC or Necco, not sure how to say it. But they put cobwebs on you and explode. And I hate everything that explodes. But we will give it a shot. Back to the arena here. Alright, here we go. This dude has 30 health. Looks like that boss that killed me in one hit when it exploded. You can see it actually put down a bunch of webs there. And that explosion knocked me pretty far away. So definitely a tough fight. Oh my god, that finishing move is horrendous. So yeah, it seems like when it dies, big explosion and a lot of webs. So now we're onto the Minotaur. And this one kind of just charges at you. Pretty tame compared to the last one, I'm pretty sure. That was pretty crazy. Alright, it has 28 health. Charged at me with such speed that I couldn't even see him. Alright, but he's pretty easy to kill, and he seems to drop some raw beef. The next one is the Tang, and this one is going to leap at you. I like how they didn't make it so they just have normal attacks. They actually, like, run at you real fast or, like, leap onto you. Alright, this dude, only 14 health. He's like a little monkey. Is that what you are? Come back here. Don't run away. So, yeah, he's, like, leaping, kind of. You can see he jumped kind of high there for a little monkey. And he's not really too dangerous. Alright, come back here, bro. And he is dead. And you can see he actually dropped some bananas. And those are used in some crafting recipes. A lot of the food in the mod, like, requires this. There's, like, a banana split and some different, like, ice creams and stuff. The next one is Tox. And he shoots fireballs at you and poisons you. This one I noticed to be a little bit bugged. I was fighting him before and he didn't really seem to do anything. But we'll try it out right now. Maybe I just had bad luck or something went wrong. We'll see. So it's got 55 health. You can actually hear him shoot the fireball, but he's not doing anything. So at the moment, this one seems to be broken. Didn't notice this with any other mobs. Kind of cool looking, though. Kind of is. I'll kill it. And yeah, he drops some, I think this is food, actually. Ripe fruit. That's some gross looking fruit. It kind of is. It looks kind of like diseased, sort of to me. The next mob is the Berserker, and this one is going to knock you back. So once we get to the end, there's a few different mobs that don't really have any, like, special moves, but we will see them pretty soon. Alright, this dude, 100 health, and doesn't want to fight me? Fine, let's go. And yeah, you kind of knocked me back pretty far right there. You can see he does have, a little bit of regeneration, too. So this one, not too hard if you have good armor on. He just knocks you back so far, I just feel like hitting him with the bow. Alright, if you're gonna just keep knocking me back, I'm gonna hit you with this bow, bro. It's gonna happen. Don't fight me. Alright, here we go. We'll finish him off here. But every time I hit him with my sword, he's just gonna keep knocking me back over here. We are so far away from the arena now, but I was able to kill him. The next mob is the Pumpkin Head. And yeah, he doesn't have anything special, but he's kind of cool looking. He's got a pumpkin head, as his name suggests. Alright, here we go. So this dude, he's got 30 health. Clearly doesn't like the day. Probably should have set it to night for him. But he really doesn't have any special effects to show anyway, so it really doesn't matter too much. And yeah, kind of cool looking. He drops a pumpkin. Actually, no, he drops a jack-o'-lantern, which is kind of cool. The next mob is the Snowflake, and this one just puts slowness on you. So back to the arena we go. Everything's been pretty safe so far. My protective wall has really paid off. Alright, here we go. This is a Snowflake. It's attacking me. You wouldn't even expect this little thing to attack. It looks nice, sort of. It doesn't look very happy. It kind of has a face, doesn't it? But yeah, it puts slowness on you. Only has 15 health, so it's not really too difficult. And it drops a Snowflake shard, which is used in the crafting recipes. So there's a few different Ents in this mod. And there is the Forest Ent, the Swamp Ent, and the Spruce Ent. They all do pretty much the same thing, and they don't have any special attacks. Spruce Ent, 75 health. You know, it's like a little tree. And a very angry tree, actually, as you can tell right here. So 75 health. Killed that one. Drop some wood. And this one is the Swamp one. So I'll kill him. Not too bad here. And, oh, this one actually dropped an apple. And this one is the Forest Ent. So these guys really aren't too bad. They have quite a bit of health, but if you have some pretty good gear on, they are going to die quickly. Alright, so we got some more wood from him. So guys, there's also a couple different kinds of Wraiths. There are two different ones. The normal one and the Nether Wraith. Of course, you're going to find the Nether one in the Nether. Like, all these mobs will be, like, prowling around your world. I set it so no mobs can spawn, because I didn't want anything to attack me while I was, like, you know, showing the mobs, obviously. Alright, here we go. The first one has 14 health. He's just running at me. He doesn't have, like, a special attack, and clearly does not like the day. But not very strong anyway. This one is the Nether Wraith. He's got 20 health, does pretty much the same thing, but survives during the day. And yeah, they're kind of weird looking. Some of the models aren't perfect, but the mod is actually a work in progress anyway. So there are two vampires to finish it off. There's a male version and a female one. And the models on these are not so good at the moment. But here we go. Alright, so the first one, we'll go with the male one first. That is him right there. Actually, he doesn't look too bad. I think it was the female that looked weird, because she didn't really look like a female to me. But yeah, not too bad right there. And drop some crafting materials. And this is the female one. I think it looks exactly the same. I think that's why I said it looked bad. Because yeah, that doesn't really look like a female to me. So now guys, we are on to the weapons. And there's actually some pretty cool stuff. So right here is the Berserker Warhammer. And I'm going to test all these out. Honestly guys, I would recommend getting not enough items, because there's just so much stuff to show. I can't go over every single crafting recipe. But yeah, if you have it, all you'd have to do is press R and it would tell you the recipe. So we'll start with the Berserker Warhammer. What I did is I went into creative so we can actually like try these out without, you know, risking killing ourselves. And I will spawn in the boss with the most health, which is the Apis, which has 400. So right here is the Berserker Warhammer. And against him, it really doesn't do that much damage. But if I right click like this, it explodes, which is so epic, isn't it? Where did he even go? There he is. So yeah, a right click is going to put a big explosion in front of you. And I think it might have knocked him high into the air. Let me try that one more time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it knocks them extremely high into the air if you do it right in front of them. And can make a huge mess. So we have three different bows to look at. There is the Ender Bow, the Soul Stealer, and also the Impala Bow. And guys, I don't think there's any special effects on these at the moment. At least I didn't notice any when I was testing it. But anyways, we'll test out and see how strong they are. I am going to spawn in King Baboom right here and try out these bows. This one is the Impala Bow. And 11 damage right there. He's extremely quick. I want to stay like far enough away so I can actually like see how much damage I'm doing. The Soul Stealer, 17 damage. And this one is the Ender Bow. Right there, 13. So these are actually quite powerful, a lot stronger than a normal bow is. And pretty useful. He like fell in the water over there. Dude's running around so quick. But yeah, these bows are definitely pretty cool. As you can see, they do a lot of damage. Alright guys, the next weapon is the Reaper Scythe. And I'm also going to grab the Minotaur Battle Axe and test both of them out. So what I'm going to do is spawn in another Apis over here. And when I hit him with the Reaper Scythe, you're going to notice he now has the Wither effect on him, and he's also blind. So pretty cool. It actually does a decent amount of damage, but his defense is like ridiculously high. And if you right click, it shoots a Wither Skeleton Skull at him. How sick is that? This one right here is the Minotaur Battle Axe. If you attack with this one, it'll put slowness on him for like, you know, half a second right there, which can be pretty useful, but does not have another like special move like the Reaper Scythe does. The next weapon is the Soul Blade. I'm also going to grab the Guilty Thorn, which I remember from Sword Art Online, and also the Guilty Whip. Kinda cool. Alright, so I will spawn in one more of these dudes right here, and I'm going to try out the Soul Blade on him. And this one doesn't seem to have anything like special to it, just kind of attacks, so nothing really to show with that one. The Guilty Thorn, you can see he's now poisoned and also has slowness on him. And with the Guilty Whip, let me wait till this actually wears off on him. He's like attacking me like crazy right now. And this one, basically, it just lasts longer. So the poison will last longer and so will the slowness. So pretty cool. The next weapon is the Thunderstorm. You could probably imagine what that does. And there's also the Lightning Strike. So I'll grab both these. Cool like storm weapons here. Spawn in the boss once again. Alright, so the first one, Thunderstorm. When I attack with this, it doesn't do anything special. But if I right click, hear like thunder and lightning shooting down from the sky. So definitely very cool. So let me have this wear off on him, and then we will try out the other weapon. Come on, Apis. You gotta make this fire wear out so I can try this out. Or I'm gonna try it on the cow. Alright, good, it wore off. So this one attacks, same thing, but if I right click, lightning down from the sky once again. Oh god, the poor cow, are you alright? Yeah, he died. Poor cow. I didn't mean for him to get hurt. I didn't even attack him. So guys, we're on to the last two weapons. These ones are the Monkey Staff and the Gravity Pulse. And I'm going to spawn him in one more time. You're probably wondering why I keep spawning him in over and over again. Like, he follows me over to the chest and tries to blow him up, so I just don't want any accidents to happen, so I keep despawning him. Alright, here we go. And the first one, Gravity Pulse. When you attack with it, it doesn't do anything weird, but if you right-click, it knocks him into the air. You control gravity yourself. Pretty awesome. But he actually takes no fall damage, so it really doesn't do anything against him. And this one is the Monkey Staff. This one doesn't seem to do anything special, no effects, and when I right-click, it doesn't actually do anything. But yeah, a lot of very cool weapons in this mod. So now we're on to the armor and tools, and there's actually quite a bit. You can see right here, there is a ruby set, sapphire, ender, draconic, and quartz. At the moment, ender and draconic are not obtainable. There's like one item you need. If you look at the recipe like real quick, like it requires an ender crystal and it's dropped from the ender serpent, which is not in the mod quite yet. But as I mentioned, the mod is a work in progress and probably will be in it really soon. Same thing with the draconic set, it requires something like that. But right now you can make the ruby set, the sapphire set, and the quartz set. And these ones right here, this one is a little bit worse than diamond and this one a little bit worse than iron. And the recipe's exactly the same as normal Minecraft. Like, you know, rubies, same way you'd make legs, so all these are exactly the same as you'd expect. But these sets are very powerful and will be added really soon. There's a couple items I really wanted to show though, like this right here, is the Ender Jack. Basically, it's like all the tools combined, so you could like chop trees, you know, go mining, and get dirt. So kinda cool, and same thing with the Monkey Jack. So we'll grab these, and I will test them out. Alright, so if I want to grab this dirt, I can definitely do that with both of these things very easily. And if I want to get this, go mining, I can do that. And also, I can chop down trees. You can't, like, hoe dirt with it or anything, but you can definitely chop down the trees. And they actually do it really quickly, too, as you can see right here. So some very cool tools. Alright, guys, we are on to the food, the last thing in the mod. And I just want to show it real quick, just to show the mod does have a lot of food in it. There's an egg sac. It can fully restore hunger. Lifesaver completely restores health and hunger. Egg of Life cures all negative status effects. That is probably going to be really useful because this mod has all kinds of mobs that put horrible effects on you. Ghostly Meal, Ripe Fruit, Strawberry, Rice, Sushi, my actual favorite food in real life. So I'm happy to see that in a mod for once. Ice Cream, there's like chocolate ice cream, strawberry, banana split, chocolate banana split, strawberry banana split, charred meat, and juicy meat. Once again, guys, I'm starting to get really hungry. I feel like whenever I look at this stuff, it just, you know, it's realistic enough looking to get me hungry. Like, I clearly see a strawberry there, and now I want to eat some strawberries and have some rice and sushi and ice cream. Yeah, I'm really hungry right now. But anyways, that's about all there is to show with this mod. It adds in a ton of mobs, bosses, weapons that are very cool too, and armor, and even some food. If you want to check it out, the download, of course, is in the description. And if you enjoyed the review, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.